Alright, Hellriser, spin the wheel. What do we get this? Oh my god, that's better. And they are tapped, they cannot kill it. And here are the creatures. Let's do it all. Oh my god, this deck is insane. I just realized. Man, we'll clean the house in this turn. I didn't even think this will go so hard. And now we go for Chandra, all for free. Everything happened on this one turn. Oh, what? No way, man. We actually hit the only Chandra from the whole deck. Hello everyone, it's Sloth here, and today another deck that hit the win streak of 6 games in a row, and another deck that completely surprised me. This combo with Hellriser is actually insane, because you can copy the dragon with Season of Weaving that you hit from the graveyard, and you can make 2 different dragons, each one hitting another card from the graveyard, and this gets discount with 9 cards in the graveyard, and it exiles 3, so if you have 3 dragons, that means you exile 9 cards in total, and you can choose 3 cards of them, basically giving you a full selection. And when you have all those dragons, you can copy them also with Chandra Flameshaper. You can just use your Bitter Reunion, give them haste, and hit your opponent in the face, and probably burning them with Chandra. This actually kills in one turn surprisingly easy, and you will see it in today's video. So this deck is way more crazy than it seems, and I have to say that I'm nicely impressed with it. So let's go to the games and spin the wheel on the ladder. And let's see the matchup. The Annex matchup. I see. Honestly, after this duress, they should already know everything. Like, they know exactly what's going on. I think Bitter Reunion is the correct choice. Brotherhood's End is okay, but it probably won't clear the board fully, unless they have a lot of bats. But Slasher doesn't die to it. This is an interesting choice. Let's go with the Verge. I honestly think I will cycle a Brotherhood's End. I could go for Chandra. Is there any chance I hardcast it? Let's try. I expect, unfortunately, it could be Bat on the next turn, but I cannot play around it. Alright, that's good. I have Fires of Victory, so I can kill the next creature. Let's see if that's the classic Annex on turn 3. I tell you what, how is it even possible? It's always Annex on turn 3. Man, I play those decks. It's actually I play half of the games without Annex. Completely. So what can we do here? I think Ill-Timed Explosion, right? Just to draw cards. I think that's the play. Season is very nice. Let's go for the Phyrexian, because they should know, but, still. Maybe they will miss it. And I'm not going for fires, I will just try to get additional cards. We need a ton of value to fight this. And I could go for Season of Weaving, but I actually don't want to be... I want to have a little bit more power. See, if we discard it, we wouldn't be able to kill Shelly, at all. Then I want to draw a card. That will cost us 4 extra damage. If I kill it now, I don't do much. This will be painful. Oh man, this is actually so good. But I think it's still better like this. I can deny the we will still do it. They'll probably go for the demon. I wanted to make some shenanigans, but I think it doesn't work so well here. Bounce Off is amazing against the Ritual Chamber, but they still will get some damage. So our life total is actually super low right now. It seems that we are absolutely fine, but we will die very quickly, especially with the Sanctuary. We don't have removal for it. I have to say, Bounce Off is surprisingly versatile. This card usually is so good. I might need to play it a little bit more. For example, Rona Vortex cannot bounce your stuff. Alright, here's the bat. Not great, but we have a ton of duplicates, so hopefully it won't hit as hard. But I'm not super happy with this. I really hope that we'll get uninterrupted. They went with Chandra, they are a little bit scared into Preacher, so I think we have to Season here. Ah, we didn't hit it. That's really bad, guys. We have to go for this. The perma. This is a good card, honestly. But can I even take it? I think we need to get it into the graveyard and try to Season of Weaving. I'm not sure. Oh, this will be bad. This Tapland on this turn absolutely devastated us. And we'll see. They should attack first and see what happens. And unfortunately, I will probably have to play into it. This is non-token. Oh, I don't want to highlight it. The Speed Demon. Alright. I mean, this is a good target to bounce. The no haste there. The Speed Demon, just a little bit slow one. And I don't want them to draw so many cards. I think we just give them the token. This is non-land, non-token. So they will take the... We're at 16. We cannot pain ourselves even. So they will get both the card and the token. That sucks. I could bounce it. No, we can play a land on the next turn, which means that bounce... So this absolutely sucks for us. But with this deck we can get tons of value. So I think we will try to find a way. The damage is something that concerns me. Like, this will be rough. So they basically dealt 2 damage and got 1 extra card thanks to this demon. And I think this is acceptable, because then we have bounce off for their next turn. Oh, and they are discarding as well, so we kinda killed 2 creatures. Alright, not the land we needed. Unfortunate. So I mean, let's go with this and try to get good stuff. We don't really have a choice here. Alright, not exactly what I wanted. So, man, I have to say, like, the draws are absolute disaster so far. Oh man, like, nothing works as I want. 8, so we can start trying to hit stuff on the next turn. So that's good, that's good. We really need to start going for some extra tempo. They can get rid of the Hellriser with the bat. That's also unfortunate. If we hit 1 untapped land since like 3 turns, every play we made would be twice as good. But it's fine, it's fine. My main plan was bouncing everything and then keeping bounce off for the creature they will replay, because it's like between 2 and 5 mana, so you really get ahead then. It's kinda okay, because that doesn't hit the dragon. The problem is that follow-up is probably the bat. And then they have, what, 3 mana? They played the land already. So for 3 mana it's probably Preacher or Annex, depend. I don't think they will play Annex, because they have so many cards. And they don't have the demon. Yep, but for the Hellriser... Oh, that's not what I expected. Okay, that explains it. Well, just a triple interruption on 1 turn. On the bright side, we could bounce the bat that takes the Hellriser, so there's that. There's that. Man, what a hard situation. I need to discard 1 card, shouldn't be very hard. Alright. Alright. Man, if we hit the right stuff, this will be insane. Let's go. Let's go and see what we get. Alright, Hellriser. Spin the wheel. What do we get this? Oh my god. Well, this is pretty decent. This is definitely a decent draw. Let's go for the season. Alright. I could bounce everything. I kinda like this play. And we can draw cards. Oh, never mind. Never mind, because I can copy a creature. I just realized. That's better. And they are tapped, they cannot kill it. And here are the creatures. Let's do it all. Oh my god, this deck is insane. I just realized. So we can Brotherhood's End, kill all of the opponent's creatures. Sounds like a great plan. Man, we'll clean the house in this turn. I didn't even think this will go so hard. And now we go for Chandra, all for free. Everything happened on this 1 turn. So let's go for the mountain. Can we kill them? This is 12 damage if we go for Reunion. This is literally lethal. I cannot believe this is what happened. Bro, this deck is insane. Alright. I'm a fan already. And we are in first phase. And I will go for... This is 12 damage, right? 12 damage. So that means okay, first we hit. They cannot kill the Planeswalker. Just to make sure that we get to it, because we have to sacrifice Chandra. Bro, 17 damage with haste? Absolutely easy. I didn't think this would be so crazy finish, man. Oh my god. Alright guys, so this is a pretty decent start. Like, we have all the mana cores. Verges are first red, so that means we have the Brotherhood's end open. And every time you see Furnace and Sauna, like, man, you know that you are getting the sweet value. Unfortunately, we are playing against Up the Beanstalk. So let's see if they are good and they drew it on turn 2. And we won't know. They need one more turn. Because then, if they open like this, they will generally never lack value. So you know that you are in some serious trouble. We absolutely go for this. And I'll be honest, I think we cycle literally everything here. Let's go! Roulette spins! And you just want to fill this graveyard as soon as possible. We already have 5 cards. We can demand some answers and beat a reunion. Those are for cycling, probably. I could discard a card. And they indeed are good at the game. They opened with Up the Beanstalk, really good for them. And we need to race. That means you are on the clock, basically. So this is a tap land. And this cycles more. This gives haste. We can play this later. I think we just chill and play like this. Oh, but Descent, right? Can we get rid of the permanent? I kinda wanted to get rid of this. I don't think we do it right now. If I had permanent, I would do it main phase, but I really want to get rid of one of those. They're not very good for this matchup. Like, Overlords are something you don't really want to bounce. Here they come. Oh man, that's already so painful. I might even bounce one of them. So let's discard a card. Sacrificing is not bad, but maybe you can flip it. We'll see. And I probably want to get some bombs, but who knows? Maybe we play Chandra normally. Like, we're one turn from this. Sure. Do I want to get rid of this? Nah, we will take... If we do it with Chandra. So we can double the value at least. Alright, we can descend with this. That's something. And we probably beat the reunion. I guess we double descent, so I didn't need to do it. Let's go for the red mana. We have enough blue. Let's go for this and see where we end on this turn. Verge, I mean Mountain is worse. And there are 3 more. Somehow. Oh my god, we actually can go for it already? That's really quick. Alright. I could save 1 more mana. Oh, what? No way, man. We actually hit the only Chandra from the whole deck. Now I need to read the card and remember what it does. I could try to hit another dragon, but why if we can just make a token and literally spin the wheel again? And let's see what we hit this time. Oh my god. I really want the Furnace, but then we hit Chandra. You know what? I'm actually fine with it. Let's go. Let's go. I can spend loyalty. That keeps the board so clear, and we can also start attacking. So, man, this deck kills so fast randomly. Like, if you hit the right cards with the Hellriser, suddenly you have an army with haste and you just kill them. Oh, I hope I didn't miss the lethal in any way. So we can deal 8 damage, but we of course don't want to waste Chandra. They can probably Leyline Binding, so I'm not super counting on her, but I'm counting on the rest of the stuff. We'll see, and we can bounce off the Hellriser and replay it. Alright, first Chandra. I really hope they don't have 2, but let's be honest, they absolutely have to probably. Alright. Wait, maybe? Alright. So, Demolition Field is nice, but we'll probably just go with the Verge. Do I go with Chandra? I could start hitting more cards. First, let's attack and see what happens. They have something. It could be the... Oh man, I always forget the name. The 2 mana exile thing that costs 5 mana and they draw a card. They probably don't really want to do it now. So I think they are counting the damage if they can afford to take 1 more hit. And the answer is yes, they can. And I think they should wait. This way they open more place for themselves. Alright, we playing, bro? Took forever. So we can go for this. We won't make another place then. So is this even good? I played the land for the turner, I believe. I think it was Verge, yep. Huh. I'm getting the grinder, so you know what? I'm okay with it. Let's go. That means we'll play Chandra and try to do some magic with her, because we get the grinder and we just need to hit the right card. 2 mana, not really needed. Let's burn some cards, shall we? Those were basically all lands except Ill-Timed Explosion. Oh man, we literally hit the last card only. So with this I already got some value from Chandra, so even if he immediately dies, which I kinda expect, we can, you know, get something. Overlord honestly is very good for us. That doesn't give too much immediate pressure. I'm happy with this. This is good for us. All right. Okay, I think I know what we are going for. Do we go for mana with Chandra or we just kill everything? On the next turn Overlord flips, so that will be a bit of a problem. We can bounce it though. Let's go for this and see what we get. Doubling this is insanely important. I mean, I could. Come on, this is not a bad... Oh, yeah, because I want to get rid of this. Let's go like this. That solves a lot of problems for us and opens Chandra for some shenanigans. And now we don't need to. I lack 1 mana for the Hellriser and I cannot get anything in the graveyard. If I get mana, I can draw more cards. You know what? I will go for it. Not the best play, but we'll get some good value with Grinder on the next turns. I want to get some cards and get the discount. This is 9 cards. I will legit do it, just for the discount. And we did 0 damage. Alright. I mean, we are fighting. This won't be easy, but we can literally burn the Overlord if we ever want to, along with, you know, our opponent's face for 7 damage at least. We also have bounce off, so basically they need Chandra removal right now. This is what they really need, because Chandra is giving us crazy value. I'm a little bit worried of burning my library. Biza. I could bargain something. What do they really get from this? Lands. We have this, now we have 1 more, so they get the treasure. Oh, I can actually kill this, I just realized. Let's go for the map token then. And I will keep the reunion. I mean, this is a good trade. We denied the card, we got a better draw, and we negated Biza fully. This is not really what we want. It's not the worst, but we have better cards than this. Alright, that was a good one. The life gain is annoying, but I think we can work around it. And Chandra is still here. We have bounce for Overlord, so maybe we can stall it even longer. Don't forget, if they pay 7 mana for it, it's basically their whole turn. They do nothing else. And now we can discover every time we play a permanent. I could bounce it later. I'm not sure, so normally I would count the mana, what I will do during the turn, but it would take forever, so we are not doing it. And let's roll the dice. Let's roll the dice. If we hit right, we can do some insanely crazy thing. I mean, this is not very good. I'll just put it in the hand. Let's see what the Hellriser hits. Hopefully some... I think we have a ton, absolute ton of weaving in this deck still. Did we draw a single one this game? I think we have all 3 of them in the library, which is the main idea for the deck. Let's draw a card maybe.
You're about to be very sorry.
I mean, we get rid of everything. I really need to stop drawing 1-drops all the time. We can deal so much damage, man. I could hit, but I think we just take more mana. If they didn't answer, they probably don't have the answer by now. 7 damage is not doing too much, honestly.
We can do this.
And I will go for the grinder. I just need to hit the right cards. On the next turn, I think we can try to burn them. Let's go like this. Because we will have 10 damage from Chandra. Oh, Verge is also pretty good. They probably won't have haste on anything, so we play the tap land on this turn. We keep bounce off. And we don't use the reunion. Yeah, honestly, I think we'll win on the next turn, but we'll see. But I'm prepared. I really hope they don't get the ley line on this one turn, because so far they didn't have it. They only have this one draw to hit it. Otherwise, Chandra burns them for half-life. 3. Alright, is that Atraxa? I mean, Atraxa would be okay, because we still can bounce it. They don't... Yeah. Zur! Oh boy. Oh, the lifelink hurts. Alright, that's not what I wanted. That's incredibly good for them. And I cannot target it, because I need to target both at the same time. And this one will have hexproof. I cannot do much more. I think I need to wait for the attack and then, you know, play something. We'll see, we'll see. Unfortunately, I will be able to only go for Zur. Yep. Oh, I mean, at least I get this, I guess. You know, not the dream, but something. At least something. Let's go for this. And as you can see, cannot be targeted because the first one still didn't resolve. But at least we got some value from this. Alright. And they're out. I don't even need to think about it. It doesn't seem to be an aggro deck, unfortunately. Let's go for the graveyard, because we want to stack those spells as soon as possible so the Hellriser gets the discount. We can get some red mana. We have triple red already. It gets discounted to triple red. And we'll see, we'll see. We can always cycle all the removal spells if we see that there's actually nothing. But it seems to be as per bounce in the end. I like Torch the Tower. I think we go for this because our opponent will do the whole discard thing for us. Basically. No target for the Furnace. You really want to drop it as soon as possible. So this way they cannot really bounce it because then you get the value. And, you know, you already have it, so they cannot discard it with, you know, Hopeless Nightmare. What do I go for? Sweeper is nice, but I think we can go like this. Alright, honestly, it's not so bad so far. Demand answers. I'll be honest, I like my cards, but I think I should cycle everything except the Hellriser. Because it's... I mean, that's how the deck works. I really like Sauna, man. This is such a great card. But we should draw something. Like the whole deck is, you know, mostly those things. And we can already stack some counters. That means we get an extra land later. The draw isn't great, but we can cycle it again, so it should be fine. How many? 7. Yeah, we won't get enough. So I think we go with the grinder again. I mean, we should draw a land. And even this is legendary, but you can still play the second one, and you just take the one with the counter, and you still get the effect, so it's fine. And now we get a very nice discount on the Hellriser, and now we can start. We can even bounce off, which I mean, this is probably not the matchup to do it. Let's go for this land. Honestly, it shouldn't matter too much. I'm keeping Fabled Passage, because then we can descend very easily on the next turn. But it shouldn't make a huge difference. They probably cannot get the Hellriser, so we will start going for the roulette, and we'll see what we hit. Those grinders are so good at cycling cards. Alright, so they will try to go for double this card probably. This is the first card. I like the bounce off. Oh, we will go for season. They don't realize that they are helping us. Here you go. That's the card. The damage is painful, but other than this we should be fine. And let's go. Let's go, and we have blue mana for the bounce off. What did we hit? Oh, not perfect, not perfect. But we can at least get this, right? Let's cast it. We take the original so we can bounce it faster. And let's get rid of all the cards we don't like. I think this is still a very solid value. Oh man, I love it. We don't care about this. Let's go for Demolition Field. We can still go for fires. And now we are starting to have some serious pressure. Now every permanent... Oh, we got another Hellriser. I didn't even notice this. We name, of course, Dragon with this. Or you can go Fire Action, but you need colored mana for this one. Momentum Breaker. I honestly think we are fine with it. Like, we get so much value, man. And I actually prefer to not get rid of the cards. I will go for it. I should do it later. So that was a small misplay because I just want to keep going because I think we'll win this. But you should of course do it at the end step, so this way they don't have this one extra mana. But even if they play something, that's fine. Like, the only thing I'm scared about right now is Hopeless Nightmare directly dealing a ton of damage. We destroyed land that produces 2 different unique mana types, and now they will be short of one of them. Yeah, I would go for the red mana because Season needs double blue. And as you can see, we are absolutely fine here. Well, I really hope you enjoyed this crazy combo. And I have to say, the Hellriser is probably the most fun dragon in Standard. Outside of Drakusev probably, because I have such a good memories with, you know, hasted Drakusev. But this card is legit very strong. And there was a time where we have seen this on the ladder way more than now. Now it's kinda forgotten. You probably didn't remember this is even in the standard right now. But with this deck, I have to say that there is so much potential, and 3 mana, if you can, you know, grind enough, 3 mana is so little for this kind of effect. And whenever you hit Chandra, Season of Weaving, or another Chandra, you are so close to winning the game. I also have to say that this small spell of Bounce Off, it's surprisingly good in this deck, probably because it's so cheap and it gives you basically like insurance against not dying while you also cycle your hand. And that gives you a huge advantage because you generally need to take 1 turn off for Grinder because you need to cycle so many cards. And this deck is actually hard to play because you need to make those decisions what cards should stay, and you generally are super inclined to basically cycle as many cards as possible. So you generally really need to keep only like Hellraisers, unless you really need something like Torch the Tower, Brotherhood, and just to survive. So this deck will definitely test your skill. We'll talk about Sideboard a little bit more, and I have to say that I just realized during the gameplay of this interaction of Season of Weaving that seems to be the main idea for the deck, copying just the Hellriser 2 times. So that is pretty insane. You can also, you know, bounce everything, including the Hellriser, so you can replay it again from the hand. Also, we can do the same thing with Bounce Off, because contrary to like Rona's Vortex, you can target your own creatures, and that's a huge upside. Even against control decks, this will be super useful. You just basically get another Hellriser. And of course, great is at the like sweepers with Ill-Timed Explosion, Brotherhoods, and like those are extremely good cards that always are useful. Every sweeper that can basically have a different function in control matchup is something you should absolutely adore. And before we go into the last part of the video, a huge thank you to all of our patrons. Really thank you guys for caring about the channel and trying to just help make this content. And if you, dear viewer, want to help, this is probably the best way to, you know, just support those videos like every day. Like, we are spending a ton of time to, you know, keep it interesting, so if you enjoyed, that would be absolutely appreciated. And with that being said, I have to mention the sideboard. And guys, listen, this is just random deck list from this, you know, 6 win streaks deck list, but Either I'm not aware of it, or Coral Tyrant is probably not the most meta choice. And I was legit thinking for like 1 minute, am I big dummy and this card is actually insanely good? Or maybe it's not as good to put in the sideboard, and I'm still leaning toward it's not as good, but I have to say I would try it because 8 toughness means that probably mono-red creatures even with Monstrous Rage cannot go through this, and even if they can, that means they probably were double pumped, and that was like 8 damage that didn't go to your face. However, in reality the problem is that they will attack with 2 creatures and the one you block won't get the pump, so we probably block like Swift Spear with 1 prowess trigger, so it still negates 2 damage, but you know, it's not the biggest deal. I think because this is a best of 3, I mean, you can keep it and it's never a dead card because you just don't sideboard it for any, you know, control decks. So I guess it still helps, but I think removal is probably better. Like, I have to test. This is very interesting. I didn't even know this card existed before checking this deck list. So I get the feeling that sideboard is a little bit wonky, but listen, if it wins, maybe I'm just not, you know, experienced enough in best of 3 because I don't play it. So I'm keeping an open mind for this one. And for the deck, I think it's a very cool idea, and maybe you should play with Hellraiser a little bit more because the card was like long time ago it was so powerful, and I believe it was like very close to meta. Like, we have seen this a ton in different decks, but now it's just completely forgotten, and maybe it shouldn't. Honestly, I don't see this type of deck in like meta stats, so I would assume that it's a little bit of lucky streak and maybe it stops working. I think it might have a really rough time against mono-red, and that might be something that is holding it back, because if you don't hit really good with removal early game, you will get stomped and you don't have the life gain. I think that's one of the biggest weaknesses for the deck, and it doesn't kill so fast that you can race mono-red. It's not like, you know, the Omniscience combo that instantly wins the game. You still need to get few turns to set up the kill and deal this 20 damage. So honestly, I wouldn't super ladder with it, but that said, I actually rank up with this one, and it seems really powerful. But yeah, just giving you an honest opinion, I think it probably has some weak spot because I don't see it in the ladder. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Tell me what you think in the comments, and see you guys tomorrow.